What's up guys, Carlitos here again with another video for the home gym renovation. And I've been meaning to make this video for a while and I haven't posted in a bit because it's just been so much things going on with the basement gym. If you guys seen the last video, you know that we did all the plumbing, all the electrical, all the drywalling. We're pretty close to getting to that point where we could start painting, putting in the flooring, doing the washroom. And we actually did a lot of that. I just haven't recorded it. So I've been pretty bad making this video to catch you guys up on where we're at with the home gym. We didn't stop. Just because the video stopped posting doesn't mean we stopped the work. We've been working. With that being said, let's start the video because you guys missed a lot. Let's go. So before we start the video, I'm gonna show you guys what you guys seen last time on how the basement was looking. This is after the drywalling, after the plumbing and electrical. We started doing the plaster and the sanding, and that's where I left you guys off last time. So this video is gonna be a bit more of a story. I'm gonna tell you guys what we did, and I'll show you guys some clips here and there just to catch you guys up. So, first thing we did was we went to Home Depot to pick up some tile. Second thing we did was we brought the tile over and had our guy out here installing the tile. He was not only doing the floor, he was also doing the wall for, is it called a backsplash? He was doing the wall for the stand-up shower. We picked up these subway tiles and yeah, he installed it. It took him 2 days. He did the floor first, we let that dry, and then did the subway tile. Also, he installed the base of the shower. After the tile was done, he did all the ground and it looked sick. At this point, we realized we forgot to make the hole for the ceiling fan. So we went outside, drilled the hole, got it all wired up with the exhaust fan and everything, and we were set. Then we needed to put the glass for the shower. Now, this process took a bit of work because our walls in the washroom aren't necessarily 100% straight. We kept the same framing that was originally there, and at the end, that kind of came back to bite us because this shower was kind of being very difficult with us. But at the end of the day, we got it lined up where the door closed nicely and it looked good. And the shower is in. So there's still some stuff that needs to be done. We still need to do the caulking and all the silicone on the edges. Look at this. This is sealed by magnets. There's a tile, there's a shower head. This is how the handheld is. There's still some things you need to do. We need to seal out all the edges there, seal the edges there, install the toilet. So the door actually opens a bit further out. The toilet might not open all the way. Small washroom, so that's what we had to deal with. We couldn't really make the door open the opposite way because the toilet's right there. So we're pretty tight in here, but it definitely feels a lot bigger, more spacious. We also got the lights installed here. Lights. So you got the pot lights, you also have the fan, which we put an exhaust outside. You guys saw us drilling that hole. We had to drill it through, put the fan through. Yeah, that was a fun process right there. Got it all wired in. And then we also have our vanity that we installed. There I am, look at that. We have our vanity. Let this focus up. There we go. We have our vanity for our washroom. Nice little storage. Still need to adjust these doors too. Can adjust them right there. Vanity, all the plumbing was done down here. We got our sink installed. So our sink, we could have our tap and everything. And then our cabinet, or medicine cabinet, mirror. We could open up, and there we got some storage space. So the small washroom is starting to look good. Almost finished. A couple things we gotta do, like put the toilet in. I think that's pretty important. I'm gonna need one of those. Anyways, and just little things like there's a hole there that we had to make in order to wire up the fan. There's all the baseboard and all the trim that we need to put. Just little things now. Cleaning it up right now. This is just a primer. Probably gonna do one more primer coat and then put our paint. But yeah, it's coming along. This is finally the part of the process where we get to see how it's gonna look like. I envisioned it like this, I looked at it like that, and I'm like, you know, this is gonna be pretty cool. But now we're finally getting to see it, and now everyone gets to see how it looks. But yeah, I really like how it's feeling with that, the subway tiles in there. Subway tiles look good. The shower stand up. And then the floor tiles. This is awesome. So the washroom was looking pretty good. The next thing we did, we went back to Home Depot part 2 and we got some subfloor. This is because when we removed the tile originally in the gym, the floor was very uneven. The tile left this thin set that we had to remove. And our options were either to pour out more cement to level everything off or to put a subfloor. We decided to pour cement on the parts that were really bad, self-leveling cement, so then it could be a nice flat surface. And we also did the subfloor for where the vinyl is gonna be, just to make it easier to install the vinyl later on. This is the subfloor that we put underneath. This is gonna be all vinyl on this side, and then this is gonna be all a gym mat. Not that gym mat, a better gym mat. But we already put in the subfloor because we wanted it to be nice and sturdy, nice and even, no dips in the floor, nothing. And yeah, we also had to put some self-leveling cement there, which was a fun process. But no, we're getting there. We're almost there. The subfloor was just as easy as clicking it in, drilling it into the ground. It wasn't that bad, probably took about an hour or two. It definitely saved us the headache of having the floor all uneven. It was a little pricey. I believe each of these blocks were $7 at Home Depot. Later on, I found places that were a lot cheaper. So if you guys are doing renovations, Home Depot, Rona, Lowe's, all those places, they're nice if you're gonna go for small things, but a lot of their material is on the more expensive side. So if you know any local shops, usually they're pretty cheap. We ended up buying 25 tiles at $7. So it ended up being $300. Hey Google, what's 25 times 7?
The answer is 175.
175? What the hell did I spend $300 on? Again, I'm so bad with prices. I kept the receipts. So if you guys want to see a budget video where I really break down everything by the dollar, I'll give you guys that, because right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember. So once we did the subflooring, after that, we decided to do the paint. And this is actually the wall right now that's painted. If you guys didn't notice, I'm not showing you that side of the basement. Oh, nope. Because the gym is actually close to being finished, but I want to keep the element of surprise for you guys so you guys can stay to the end of the video. So anyways, back on track. There were still some spots that we needed to do some drywalling. So there was this post, this support beam that was right in the middle of the room, and I decided to drywall around it and plaster it. See why I hate this process so much? This is that pole I was talking about that I plastered. I'm gonna show you guys how much dust comes out when you sand it. Again, I'm not the best at plastering or adding the mud, but it just leaves more for me to sand, which sucks, but you know, we're getting it done. Let me show you guys how bad this is. Look at all this drywall. We got sand. Whew. So I don't know if you guys saw all that dust, but let me show you how. Look how covered my arm is in dust. This is the smooth side I just sanded. You guys just seen. So it didn't take too long, but nice and smooth down this finish. And this is the side that I didn't sand yet. You can still see the ridges of how uneven it was when I was plastering. You can see all those ridges where the smooth side, it's nice and smooth. So this looks like a wall, where this is still all bumpy and still has a bunch of stuff that I need to take down. Yeah, so it's definitely a process. I'm sure you guys out there's some guys that know how to do this and it's easy, no problem for you. But if you guys never seen how the drywalling is done or how the sanding is done afterwards, that's how it's done. And after that, there's still gonna be one more coat probably of plaster, and then sand it one more time for finish, and then primer. Yeah, I don't like that. After the subfloor, I finished some of the drywalling and plaster that was left, and then I primered the whole basement. So everything, the ceiling, the walls, the stairs going up, I put a coat of primer because I knew that the day after that, a couple of my buddies are gonna come out to help me paint. We banged it out quick. We did 2 coats of white on the ceiling. You guys can see that now. And then this eggshell color. I don't know if you guys can see it well on the camera, but it's more of an eggshell color on the walls. And we also did 2 coats of that. Then after we painted was time to install the flooring, and I'll show you guys that right now. So the floor, we actually went for our vinyl, and this is how it turned out. So this is a sneak peek right now of the floor, how it's looking. So we did this. This was the floor. So this is just a bunch of equipment from the gym, from the garage gym that we brought in. So don't mind all that mess. But this is how the floor turned out. The subfloor here. We also did the stairs going up. So these stairs look horrible. I'll insert a clip of how they looked before and then after. We used the same vinyl and then just finished off the edges with these stair nosing edges, I believe they're called, something like that. Yeah, so I think it looks really good. I'll go from top. Still not done painting actually, so there's still work to be done. Still primer on the stairs, but this is how the stairs are looking. So we did the floor there. We also did the floor up here in the entranceway. So I'll show you guys how this looked before. We had to rip up this whole room, put a new subfloor, and then put the floor here. And this is how the floor is. A lot of this floor we had extra floor because one of my cousins does hardwood flooring and laminate. So, whoa, I think you guys might have seen the gym there. That was a bad pan. Yeah, he does vinyl and laminate, so he definitely helped out, and he brought us some flooring. So that's why the floor up there is a little bit different than the floor down here. But I think it looks good, it passes. So after we did the vinyl floor that you guys just checked, we did the gym mat. And the gym mat was pretty cool. Before we did the gym mat, we put down a foam, this blue foam that you put down for laminate. And it didn't really serve a purpose. It wasn't so much of impact resistance or anything like that. And that foam is just so then if we left any dust, we try to clean up pretty well. But if there was any dust left over when we drop weight, that prevents any of the dust flying up from underneath the mats. So I think it was an easy step. We had it, again, that same cousin that does flooring, he has a bunch of it. So he gave us some of that dust protection layer, and then we installed the floor after. So I'll show you some clips of that. So this floor is pretty cool. It's this nice gray speckle, and it has these little pieces that lock them into each other. So it locks in right there, and then the next piece could go right next to it. So then they won't be sliding from each other like how the garage gym has some gaps in between them. So these are pretty cool. We're gonna put them in now. The floor is finally going in. It's gonna be some fun. Let's go. So this is how it's going with the floor so far. It's looking pretty good. It's actually not that hard to put. So you gotta put these little purple things, focus there, all these purple things in between. And this is what clips all of the pieces together. So there's no seams, nothing. You can see it right there, how tight it is. It's looking pretty good. Just gotta do this whole section. and the floors clicked in very easily. We had 300 square feet of floor, and we actually had just one extra afterwards, so we got really lucky. And yeah, it was pretty easy. It wasn't too bad. It took 2 hours, maybe 3 hours max with all the cuts. The cuts, we just did it with a utility knife or a box blade. After that, what else haven't I showed you guys? There was so much work that we put in before we got to this point. Last time in here. Last time. Let's bring everything in. Moisa is helping me out.
It's like our 20th round.
We've only done the dumbbells so far and we're dead. Moisa is the only one that decided to show up.
Yep. Everyone else went home.
Nobody wanted to lift some heavy weight. Oh, this is sad, Moy. This is gonna be so sad.
We had our last workout the other day.
Well, we'll see how it looks after. It. Last time in here. That's it. That's what we did. And this is where we're at now. I'll show you guys how, let me turn the lights on, how the gym is looking. Check this out. Yo! This is all the equipment that was outside. Let me pan over. Yes, sir! All the equipment. Let me turn this on. So, we brought in everything. We got in the dumbbell rack. We brought in the lat pull down. We have the squat rack. All the barbells. We still need to figure out a storage solution for that. All the attachments, the mirror from the garage is in. Peace. My whiteboard, you know I love my whiteboard. Dumbbell rack, benches, dumbbell, and then treadmill. So this is it. This is all the work that was done. Initially, my plan was to make a series of every little thing, recording everything, but you know how life got in the way, so I'm just glad we got to this point. I am gonna make a full montage of everything laid out so you guys can see it from beginning to end. I'll probably post that next week so you guys can really see the whole story if you guys couldn't follow along with my storytelling, which I don't blame you if you couldn't, because I get so distracted so easily. But yeah, this is the gym. This is the gym. Let me show you a couple of clips. Look at that. So you guys are here early to see it. I already had some sessions with my clients, but you guys are getting a pretty early look on how the gym is looking. And it looks so sick now that the pot lights are installed. And the flooring, that's my sweater that I dropped there. The flooring looks so good. That's just a bunch of mess, don't mind that. Let's see the flooring. Yo, look at that. This is awesome. I'm so happy, I'm so proud. And everyone that came out to help, I'm so thankful. This is so sick. Let me show you guys the washroom, because let me give you guys the reveal. Whoosh. Like the sound effect? The washroom with the tile and the grout. Everything was installed so that door closes, thank God. We have the toilet, our mirror with vanity. Yep, doesn't want to focus, but that's okay. You guys get it. So if you guys are watching this video, that means you're early to the gym transformation. I am gonna make a full montage of everything. I feel like that would be a little bit easier so that you guys can see from the start to finish. Because believe it or not, if this is the first video you're watching, yeah, welcome to the channel. But if this is the first video you're watching, you guys probably don't know that the gym looked like this. or not the gym, sorry, the basement looked like this. The basement was horrible. The basement, the washroom was nasty. There was no light down here. Like, it was ugly. And now this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking. It looks so good. And I was just too excited to not post this video. So I know it's a bit rushed or it's a bit all over the place. So that's all right. I'll give you guys a full video later on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in that next video. Peace.